Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel as I blow out your eardrums possibly. May have to fix that and edit. I'm here just kind of getting my mower cleaned up here. We are on the 4X version of Elmcreek. And the reason why is because I have decided to, at this time anyway, try to make it to where most of my videos are going to be done on this map. How I am planning on doing that is I've actually gone ahead and I am playing this on multiplayer mode by myself. That might sound a little funny, but hear me out. Right now I have 3 different farms, I'll put it that way. And for 5 o'clock at night and middle of early November, it's getting dark. So obviously I have the main farm here. And it's going to make things a little tricky. I'm not going to lie to you. Because in order to do anything on the other 2 farms, I have to join that farm. And for those of you that aren't familiar enough with the multiplayer, these are my 3 farms. The Strouse main farm is the one that we're currently at. I have started up a lawn mowing company, which I may kind of treat as a subsidiary, so to speak, of my co-op. And the co-op is what I'm going to use to do all the different these things, contracts. Across the map, just because I feel that's what would normally happen in the real world. Because, yes, there are extenuating circumstances where one farmer will be willing to help another, but for the most part, it seems like most farmers stay to their home farm because they have enough going on as it is. So, I feel most of that kind of work would be contracted out to a local co-op. We're gonna take the Ford. It's because I haven't driven this in a while. We actually just got done basically doing a lot of mowing around this farm. Just kind of getting things cleaned up. I used my finishing mower along the fence line here, around some of the entrances. Like I said, just to kind of get things cleaned up. Okay, it is a little quiet. It's a little finicky in here. So we're just going to do that, throw the cruise control on at 55. And see if that helps. And yes, I am keyboard catting. I do not have head tracker on right now. Track IR. And that's just my personal preference. We're going to head over to the mowing company. And I kind of have it set up to where it's going to be kind of like its own separate farm from everything else. But it's going to mainly be focusing on like all the huge massive grass fields out here in the areas of the county that don't have farmland just yet. I don't know if I'm going to start making some of the fields be profitable farmland or not. That probably will happen just because why not? And unfortunately, with the way this map was extended, this hill here is ridiculous. It's like almost a straight vertical. Whew. Alright. So I gotta pull over here. Man, that truck's loud. Because we have a gate here. However, because I'm not a part of this farm, I can't open it. So, like I said, this is for those of you who aren't familiar with doing multiplayer. I'm going to come in here. We're going to leave this farm. And you can't see it, but down here at the bottom, right next to where it says back, just to the left of that, it says leave farm, which pulls this up. Basically, you'll lose all your current permissions, which is basically running any equipment. We're going to come here to the lawn mowing company. And right next to back, it has switched to join farm instead of leave farm. It doesn't give you any prompts, but as you can see here, I am now shown as a player for it, which it's going to make a liar out of me, apparently. Do I have to walk away for a minute to get up to it? There we go. Now, the problem with that, I can't get into my car. That truck is loud. So I'm going to have to come back in here. We're going to leave the farm. Come back into Strouse's main farm. Join it. That way we can get in our truck and drive around still. So this is the setup so far. I don't know if I'm going to add any other buildings to it. Oh, that's right. I don't have anything. Don't mind me. Because I forgot I was going to do this. My brain is going about 20 million directions. Okay, so I have this. There we go. Get some lights on. This holds herbicide and liquid fertilizer. The reason why we have this built here is because of the possible expansion. The more I get into grass, doing all the grasslands and mowing and whatnot, the more I may actually get into plowing up said fields and making them more profitable for not only me, but if I'm going to get into baling, which I believe I got some baling equipment. Tedders and whatnot. The more profitable I want everything to be, which, speaking of equipment, there it is. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is all the equipment we got here for our lawn mowing company. Step over that. So we do have these two massive mowers. Like I said, this is more so for almost like a subsidiary of the co-op, but at the same time, its own separate company. Simply because I want to be able to do the work if, farmers need help mowing and getting their fields tedded up and whatnot. I want to be able to provide that as efficiently and productively as possible while not having to focus too much on anything else. So we do have a couple different options as far as what we can do, how we can pick it up, the bales that we can make. Actually, maybe not the bales, because I thought I had a round baler, but apparently I don't. I just have the block, well, I call them blocks, block bales, or square bales. I may have to look into that, see if there's a decent round baler out there, which, now that I think of it, I have that self-propelled Vermeer that just showed up at the shop that I may look into investing in. Let's get those lights turned off. Eventually I'm going to have to come over here and get this pallet moved in, put it on the racking. Alright. And then for some of our equipment, this is the current transport that we have for it. I'm looking at a few other options as well, possibly a flat deck for some of the bigger pieces. But we also had these grain silos built because, like I said, I do want this to kind of become its own separate farm, to be able to do its own thing. This is the home that I built here. If that ends up making anyone need to use the restroom, I apologize. But we can actually go into the home. This is the, I guess you can call it like the secondary type of home that was made for, or made by, Elmcreek Mountain, I believe. So they have the home that's on the main farm there, which I know I've shown on this channel. You may have to go back a couple videos. Well, quite a few videos, I guess, at this point, but maybe a couple farming videos to be able to see that. But yeah, it is a beautiful home. I did leave the lights on when I left last time. Oops. But one thing I do like about this, and I have kind of decided to make this my home for this map, is not the vehicles. Not the playground, though I would have loved to have that as a kid at my home. But the fact that we actually have quite a view out here. You really can't tell right now just because of the time of day. But we have a nice outdoor seating area with a little grill over here. And we have a watchtower that's been built. That the sun rises, and if it wasn't, getting into wintertime, the sun sets would be amazingly beautiful. But we do have a nice little table in here, and we have it set up to where if you wanted to come up here and eat, or have a snack, or just hang out, play cards, you can do that and have an amazing view. Kind of a nice change of pace, if you want to get out of the house, but yeah. We also do have a hunting blind over yonder that way. Here's the path to it. We've kind of dug and put gravel down for our path. Just because, it's that time of year where we do use it quite often. Here it is. So it is a nice spot for it. May not be the most efficient, but it works. Haven't been able to go out hunting yet this year, but we may do that. Most likely not on channel. Just because, physics of farming sim wouldn't allow that. So there's that farm. Oop, wait a minute. You're not gonna close? There we go. I think Paul left the lights on in here. So for my smaller equipment like these guys, we do have this vehicle here. We do have a weed whacker, and we do have the clippings collector for the mow it here. Tension belt. Oh. That was odd. Okay, let's get those lights shut off. Let's make our way back to the truck. That's very loud. And get on out of here right after I turn these lights off and close the door. Alright, now off to the co-op. to take a little different way to get there. Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever taken this way to the co-op. I've driven this road because of dealing with Contractor 2 down this way, but aside from that, sturdy signs as I plow right through it. So aside from the actual co-op land itself, I don't believe the co-op actually owns any land as of yet. And that's yet another situation where I thought of giving it maybe a couple different fields, just so that way it can have its own source of income, but at the same time not rely on it, as it is co-op and it's going to be, its purpose is to provide services to other farmers. So there is that. Made a left turn back there somewhere, but we got a left turn coming up here as I drive off the road. The interior of this truck is amazing. I think this is one that I found on one of the farming sim mod websites. I have kind of dabbled into a little bit of that. So there's one entrance right there that we just passed. But we're going to go into the entrance for semi-trucks. Oh. I may have to get a different kind of gate for this side. How much do we weigh? 6,500 pounds. Alright, so it's hard to see, but we do have several different styles of windmills here. We have taken the opportunity to invest in a few different things to see what may be able to provide the best option. So we have 5 different styles of windmills here. Well, actually, I think only 4, with 2 of them being duplicates. Yeah. Well, technically 2 sets of 2. Well, yeah, we'll go that route. But this is the actual entrance for all the farm equipment and whatnot. I don't want this being used as an entrance for the semi-trucks, because we have enough room over here where they can come in, get unloaded. Technically the pit's right there, which when I put this in, I didn't realize that, so my bad. So you guys may end up seeing me have an auger or something like that coming out here, just to drop it in there. I will be doing some experiments, which I haven't gotten around to yet, to try to get an idea figured out about that. Is there a light switch in here? Ooh, there is. Well, can I not turn it on? Oh, that's right, because I need to do this. Yes, I do. Because if you're not a part of the farm, you can't open anything, you can't do anything. There we go, we have lights. Which, that's a lot of light for one fluorescent bulb. Alright. Unfortunately, as I've not installed any kind of exterior lighting or floodlights or anything, aside from some spots at the weigh station, the weight house, in the entrances, or whatever may have been, what may have come with the buildings that we've installed or put in. So like I said, we do have a few options as far as tractors go. Our Fent harvest is all the way down here. Harvester, that is. We do have a Case Patriot. Or no, I'm sorry, Trident. 5550, which is our liquid sprayer. And then we have the Case Titan 4540, which is the solid spreader. And that is more so for, that's going to be for solid fertilizer and lime, I do believe. This is our truck setup for the co-op. It's just what I was currently running earlier. Took that out to take a look at some fields for a farmer. Not my own, just doing my own research and trying to get an estimate for them. Now, the reason behind, which, there we go. This is another barn for liquid chemicals. The reason behind why I am doing this on multiplayer is because right after we save, automatically, oh, that's the work plan, is I can create a new invoice. I can select, since it's most likely going to be the main farm, I can come in here, invoice it to them, myself. We can come in here, say, you know, they want us to remove snow. So, there it is. We'll just select that. We can say, you know, it took us 5 hours. That's going to be the hourly rate, which to me seems a little high, but that's just me. I don't actually do that for a living, so I'm not sure what kind of rate would be appropriate. Excuse me. Whew. Just had a really weird kink in my back, and I needed a stretch to get it out. So as you can see here, it will do the invoice for $6,700, and then we can send it. And then when we go and deal with our finances for Strouse's farm, we can pay that, because it will, we have the outbox as far as who it went to. And then when we go to Strouse's farm, it'll show up here under inbox, and we can pay it. Because you can see down here, we do have an option for paying invoice. So it's just another kind of aspect that I'm wanting to get into, to learn. Let me fast forward to morning. Speaking of snow, I believe we just saw some snowflakes there. And then this is our truck shed. We do have several different options for hauling, all kinds of things. We do have our planters. And of course, I didn't turn the lights off. Bad Chris. Let me out the door. Thank you. And the last thing that we have here at this particular farm is this building, which is designed to Basically get seed and fertilizer, get things cleaned up for the seeds, and just basically provide us with clean seed for us to be able to sell it off to those farmers who need it. That's what I was gonna do. So we are going to come into here. For now, this is Strouse's farms. They had, well, for that farm, they own fields 1 through 7. Yeah, we'll do it this way. And then up here is where we have that beef, the bee farm, honey farm. So we do have that up there. All the orange around the map is owned by the mowing company. And that is actually, if you guys get this map, that is actually all free. I just changed it to blue. Oop. So the orange, now blue. You can see down here in the bottom left-hand corner, the value is $0. And then all this light green up here is owned by, apparently, the co-op. I didn't realize I bought that much farmland and fields for them. But okay. But these 3, well, technically 4 fields, I am looking at purchasing for the mowing company because these are all grasslands, and at least one of them would provide plenty of bales for at least my purposes. So there is that. So that's just kind of a quick rundown of what my plans are. I know I said last time that I'm going to keep my original farm on the original map and blah, blah, blah. My plans and ideas keep changing. I've been playing on this map for quite a while, in case you guys can't tell, with everything that I've created. And I just like the size of the map. I like the feel of the map. The feel of the original map was fine, but with it being expanded as much as it has been expanded now, I just really like the feel of it even more so now. So, yeah. We're going to go that route. I don't plan, except for maybe getting a couple of those massive fields for the mowing company, I don't really plan on expanding too much, except for maybe getting a little bit bigger field for the original farm. But having 7 fields as it is, the only thing I might do is combine a couple and go that route. So there's that. Yeah, that's going to be about it for us. It's now December 1st in game. Probably next time I catch up with you guys in this map is going to be when the fields start to thaw out and we can start getting into the fields to do our prepping and getting everything ready to plant. The only field I've planted is I plowed up a grass field, get everything turned over, and I replanted it with grass. Is that the best decision? No, but it's a decision I went with and a decision I'm making just because I like the location of it. And that's, again, on the original farm. So we're going to run with that. So, guys, as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you happen to catch yourself, watching more than one of my videos, do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post and not just select you here and there. And my dogs would greatly appreciate it too. They've been relatively quiet the last couple videos for me. But guys, if you are a subscriber, I thank you and I greatly appreciate it. And I definitely appreciate it if you guys keep coming back and watching my videos. And yeah, so with that being said, until next time, take care. Peace.